Good morning, crew. Monday morning, and I can tell it's fall. The dogs have more energy than they've had all summer. I need to try to get dishes caught up so that we're down to just the bare essentials on them. Because like I told you guys in yesterday evening's clip, the leach field is overwhelmed. 51 degrees last night. 50 degrees, I'm sorry. 93% humidity. Even if the ground was having a chance to dry up, the dew and humidity factor are causing storms to build up a lot in the daytime. So we'll see if we stay dry today. We need about 2 to 3 really good dry days for the leach field to catch up. At least that's what I can remember from last year. I will be writing it all down though. So on to the day. Oh, I put the heat on last night to 68, and it's a good thing I did. I think it actually had to run. Oh man. It's only 69 in the house, but it's chilly enough. Like it's been chilly enough for long enough. I had to pull the house slippers out because it was cold. Oh, it is Tuesday, crew. I go back to the homestead. Today I might get some more things done, some other things done. I don't know. I got through and into yesterday, about halfway through my morning yesterday, and a couple of things happened that just kind of my motivation to get anything done got up and left without me. So it's just if I do anything interesting today, I'll take you guys along, and if not, I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday. It's time for coffee though. I realized I didn't need my computer on today, so we went ahead and shut it off. I'm working on making some breakfast, and today's just gonna be one of those days of, I think I have found my stride for today. So we're going to be making some bibimbap for breakfast. Going to be doing some junk journaling of some journals I missed, or some notebooks that I missed. And once I get that done, then we'll be probably tomorrow starting to go through the rag box I showed you guys in last week's vlog and starting to make some rags, because paper towels are expensive, but rags, when you've been collecting them for as long as I have, are not. So good morning, crew. It is Wednesday. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen today. So there's going to be some stationery goodies popping up here and there. My husband hopefully is going to pop up this week. If he does, I will warn you guys right now, there will be no chickens on those days, because I have been sorely missing him. And when I say missing him, I mean we were on the phone. We don't normally talk on the phone when he's out of town, but we were on the phone together for probably close to an hour last night talking, and him gently reassuring me that because he could tell I was exasperated. He could tell I was missing him pretty badly. So, but I am going to make some, because I tried this yesterday. If you look on Barrel Shepherds, I'll have it linked down in the description below. This young woman makes her channel revolve around foods that you may not have been introduced to. Things like making Spam taste good, or, canned beef, corned beef. And she does an entire series. She invites people from the international community to submit recipes, and there's so many good recipes on her channel. So I tried something that came out of Singapore from her second Spam video, which was Spam and potatoes and some rice. I tried that last night. It was so good. It was surprisingly really, 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 really good. And I say surprisingly just because, I've done a lot of things with potatoes. I've done a lot of things with Spam. I shouldn't say surprising that it's good, but I wasn't expecting it to be as good as what it was. So I'm actually going to be making that again for breakfast with what's left of my rice and a scrambled egg. And also in that second Spam video, which, like I said, linked down below, there was a chicken fried Spam from a woman in LA. So I don't remember her name off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But I'm actually going to try that too. I'm going to try it out, and I'm going to try it out on my husband. I've got vegetables that need to be eaten. So I won't be doing it with the noodles like what she did, but I've got vegetables that need eaten, and it should be interesting. But if you want to experiment with your recipes and your repertoire, especially with things like Spam, definitely check out that video. Check out the other Spam videos she did. Check out all of the videos that she's done. It's a rabbit hole, okay? And it's so worth it. So that might be it for today's check-ins. So we'll see. I don't have enough rice. I put a couple spoonfuls, about 2.5, and that was about half a spoonful too much of my homemade chili sauce. I've eaten what I can, and I'm going to make more rice later because it's good, but oh lordy. My spice tolerance has gotten better, I'm not gonna lie. It hasn't gotten that much better. There's my comfort level, there's my tolerance level, and then this is like right about here. Oh, I'm gonna need a glass of milk. That moment you get to take a picture of your finished cardigan and realize you really, 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 really need to clean the mirrors in your guest bathroom. Good morning, crew. It is Thursday. It is not exactly what I would call a good day. So last night we had a spider, and about 8 minutes later found a centipede inside, and I have past slightly traumatic experiences with centipedes. So this poor centipede was being cornered and chased by Choctaw, Izzy, and Fiona. And Choctaw will usually not have anything to do with those two cats because she believes that they are interlopers. But the three of them were working on cornering the centipede, and it was a decent sized centipede. It was probably a good 6 inches long. So I put the dustpan down, and it runs into the dustpan going, "Get me away from these psychos." Okay. I go take it outside. I beat it out of the thing, and as I'm beating it out of the thing, a small rattlesnake decided to let me know it was on the porch. Western diamondback, about 3 feet. And for those of you who know rattlesnakes, you know small is a very not good thing. Come inside, calm down, go out, grab it with the snake stick. If it was above 70 degrees, it would have been a lot harder to deal with. I get it. I'm not able to pick it up. I'm not finding myself with the ability to pick it up just because it's just kind of like I'm shaking too much. So I've got it. I'm dragging it along the ground. I go to open the gate. It buzzes at me even louder, and I may or may not have smacked it into the post. Like, shut up. You can see the line in the driveway where I drug said rattlesnake along the driveway. You can see where I stopped and yeeted it. And then just for probably a good 15, 20 minutes afterwards. And because I got startled 3 times in a row, my PTSD just went whew. Which I now know I can't mitigate that trigger. That is the only trigger for my PTSD that I can't mitigate from happening, is being startled. So it is going off today, but I know why it's going off. I know how to bring it back down. I know how to get it to calm down. And so this morning has been a tea, yarn, music, and I have been doing this, which, for those of you wondering, veiling is not just something you do religiously, okay? Veiling has been shown to help when your anxiety and your PTSD are acting up. So I've been doing that because when your anxiety or your PTSD is acting up, for me, you end up feeling like really vulnerable. So by reducing the vulnerability that I feel around my neck and my head, that gives me energy back so that I can focus on other things. However, today's walk to the mailbox will be done with the machete on my belt and the snake stick. Inside the fence, in between the workshop and the house, where me, Dave, and the dogs frequent, dead snake. Because rattlesnakes are territorial. They will come back. However, this was not the same rattlesnake that my husband relocated earlier in the year. We had two that we've relocated earlier in the year. One was in the front yard. That one was a Mojave. That was not the same snake that was on the front porch, because the one that was in the yard was about 4 feet long. Bigger rattlesnakes I'm not as spooked by, because I know at that point, once they've reached about 4 feet, they're in that older middle group that you're not going to get a full venom dump if they bite you. Little ones like that one that was on the porch last night, being little like that, they will do a full venom dump. So, and then the one that was between the house and the workshop was another Western Diamondback, but that one was about 4 feet too. So this little guy was not one of those two. We're having more snake encounters, like the Sonoran gopher snake that happened on Tuesday on my ramp and front porch as well. It's because they're clearing to the east and south and southeast of us about 80 acres of previously undisturbed Sonoran high desert. So because of that, you've got a large amount of wildlife that's being displaced. Birds have it the easiest. Snakes and centipedes and mice, those are the ones that have it the hardest, because they're just scattering in whatever direction that they can scatter to. So that does not mean that they won't move back into those areas once crops and stuff start being prevalent. But in the meantime, while they're disturbing all of the habitat as majorly as what they are, it becomes a very big problem for everybody who lives nearby. So, long check-in for Thursday, mostly because for the rest of the day, I am going to be knitting, crocheting, listening to music, sipping on tea, and making sure that I do not miss a meal. Because missing food when your PTSD is acting up is bad. So, on with the day.
Fiona, be nice. Here, come this way. Get on top of the coffee table then. Because she will thump you. She is not the timid little kitten anymore that was first brought into this house.
Good morning, crew. It is Saturday. Oh. I have weather that's supposed to move in today, so I have my patio door open for as long as I can. I can already see it moving in the down south. The cranes are kind of trickling back in this year. I've seen a lot of small flocks, but I've not seen the big flocks. Some of the flocks in the wintertime are so big when they're up flying, you can see them from several miles away. But so the leach field hasn't fully recovered yet. Camp toilet's been pulled back out. Don't know what's going on with Amazon or UPS right now. It's actually UPS. I was supposed to get a package last night, but it was re-delivered back to their main facility in the closest town that has a hub, and that was done at like 8:30 when those guys are supposed to be out until 9. So I'm thinking there was a truck issue. That's the only reason why that would make sense. Back, let me double check the porch. After the rattlesnake incident, I'm allowed to be paranoid. Oh, it's a gorgeous day. Damn. It's gonna be a cold one though. I can tell already. It's gonna get cold. Because that is a solid cloud front moving in from the southwest. Which is gonna rip what little bit of heat there is in the air right now, right out of it. Ah, the joys of living at 4,250 feet above sea level. Yeah, I live in the Sonoran Desert. However, you guys have to remember that deserts are defined by rain shadows. And we don't have a major rain shadow here in this part of Arizona, but it is enough of one where we get the monsoon season. So, and you can tell when the monsoon season starts to build up too, because all of the cloud ranges start getting the higher concentrations of humidity, and they start getting the clouds forming and everything over them, and it slowly will creep into the valleys. Still trying to figure out where my time-lapse camera is. But the time-lapse camera is not waterproof. So I need to figure out something else so that I can start showing you guys the monsoon season. Because I think you guys would enjoy seeing that. But, oh yeah, that's moving in. But first I gotta find a way of waterproofing it. I hear him. I don't see him though. Drat. Well, as is what happened last year. Moving slowly, moving slowly, moving slowly, moving slowly, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh my god, my sky is full of cranes. So, we'll see. Okay, I think that was thunder. I just heard. I'm not sure though. Because I can't, that was on the edge of my hearing. Oh, wait. That sounded like that was just over there. Oh yeah, there's a very, very tiny little flock. There's like 4 of them. Oh, I'm sorry, 5. Cranes, when they're up at a certain height, they'll turn at a certain angle and just vanish from your view completely because they're like this to you. And that, at such a distance, you just kind of lose sight of them. So, today I have to walk around the outside of the house and build a list of projects in a dedicated notebook. High wind. That way I'm not losing the projects when I'm setting up stuff. So
I know I've lost track of at least 3, if not 4 projects because they didn't get carried over. So, we're gonna fix that today. On with it. Come on, Checkpa.
Good afternoon, crew. It is Sunday. It is taking forever to find some motivation. The camp toilet had to be pulled back out because the leach field hasn't recovered yet. Not fully, anyways. We need at least 3 more days of dry. But it rained yesterday, fairly hard for about 15 minutes, and it was enough to soak everything. The dew this morning was so thick, I thought it rained. It had not rained, but I thought it had. They are saying that we have a chance of scattered storms today, and I have no motivation. I have no motivation. Anyways, I think I've officially been here on YouTube for a little over a year now. I think my first video was sometime in mid-September. Barely even noticed. Someday when we hit the mythical 1K, I will field a question and answer session in celebration of said 1K. I think this week is also the week that I have to upload the November bullet journal setup.
Let me double check my calendar.
Let me double check my calendar, because I think it is. A little bit of an accent going on there. Yeah, don't know where that came from. Okay, today's the 16th. No, okay. Bujo upload, bullet journal upload is next week. Yes, it's already edited, but I filmed it October and December are all on the same day. Just because that's what my brain could focus on. So, yeah. I'm going to be a little bit busy in December because I'm going to be having to film a lot because I'm going to be filming like 4 different videos, maybe 5 for setting up for 2023 and my journals and getting the homestead ready for the new year. One of the things that's also going to be happening out of this gig that my husband has up in Phoenix is we are getting a new bed. We are getting a bed that is not soft. I am not one of those people who can sleep on a soft mattress. I prefer firm. With just the slightest bit of give. I've been waking up in pain for the last couple of months because that soft pillow top mattress in there. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for it in regard of we didn't have to buy a queen size mattress. And you know, the bed frame was left for us. So hey. So we have that mattress. It is nice. It's bigger than the full size we were sleeping on, which is now the guest bed. But the that pillow top's gotta go, guys. That pillow top's gotta go. I just can't do it anymore. We'll probably have the new mattress before year's end, if not before Thanksgiving. So that'll be nice. But I'm gonna get everything offloaded here. Give myself the treat of a face mask because holy crap. And get to editing. So, as always, thank you for sharing your time with me today. With me for this vlog. Hug your loved ones tight, and I will catch you guys in the next upload. Bye.